Hey piano people, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to 10x your triplets so that they are fast and smooth. The fact of the matter is most piano players struggle to play triplets. And when that's the case, there are two things that are going wrong. And in the video today, I'm going to break these two things down into two separate steps. Welcome to Ashley and Music Studio, where you are going to learn how to practice smarter, not harder. Let's dive in. So the first thing that most people mess up is the rhythm itself. And so that means that in step one, we are going to work on getting the rhythm right. Let's look at Debussy's first arabesque, where in the beginning, we have repeated triplet patterns over and over again. Now there are actually lots of famously difficult triplet sections in this piece, but we're just gonna look at the very first few measures for the sake of this video. I'm going to remind you of this later in the video, but everything that we're doing, you can apply to any other section in this piece or any piece that has triplets. We're specifically not going to look at the 2-against-3 sections or the polyrhythms because this video is just about triplets, but I actually have an entire tutorial about how to nail every single polyrhythm, and so I will put that in the description. All right, so you should be able to hear my metronome clicking. It's going click, click, click. And the first issue that most piano players face when they are encountering triplets is to play them too slow or to rush them. So if they're rushed, it sounds like this. Now, that's exaggerated, but you can hear that I'm finishing the triplet before the next click. And so it's almost like I'm getting there too soon, and then I have a little pause between every single triplet. Now, the other issue is going too slow, where if my metronome is clicking, click, click, I'm not quite getting to the next group of triplets on time, and that would sound like this. Where the metronome just is not clicking with the first note of every single triplet. Now, ideally, the triplets sound like this. They're in time, they're with the click, and they're nice and even. A lot of players think that they are doing triplets correctly, but they're actually a touch too slow or a touch too fast. So even if this feels easy, even if you don't think this applies to you, turn on the metronome and make sure that every single triplet is perfectly in time. Now what we're going to do next is we're actually going to add the counting into the triplet so that not only can you play it correctly on the beat, but so that you also internally start to feel what a triplet feels like, and you can reproduce that rhythm over and over again in any piece of music. Now, the way that I count triplets is 1 la, li, 2 la, li, 3 la, li, 4 la, li. I know it sounds kind of silly, but when you go to play polyrhythms or when you go to play more complicated music where you have triplets switching between 8th notes and 16th notes, counting with 1 la, li is a completely unique way to count triplets that allows you to count it in the context of triplets by themselves, but also in more complicated contexts later on. If you're trying to count a triplet and you're just saying triplet, 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 you're not taking into account where the triplet is falling in the measure, and that's actually doing you a large disservice because it's not helping your memory in any way, shape, or form, because you're just pulling triplets out of thin air as opposed to knowing where in the measure they are happening. If you are trying to count triplets as 1 and 2 and that is also doing you a disservice, because then when you go to switch between triplets and 8th notes or triplets and 16th notes, it's going to be very confusing for you to do it accurately because the counting sounds too similar. So we're going to count them 1 lolly, 2 lolly, and you can count it with me. And what we're going to do is basically just count the first beat over and over and over again. This is called looping. And we're going to do it until it starts to feel really comfortable. So let's listen to the metronome. And I actually want you to count out loud with me as you follow along in the video. So I'm going to start with just the counting. 1 lolly, 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 1 lolly. We're going to do it until you are doing it accurately. And then we're going to play it, just that first beat. 1 lolly, 1 lolly, 1 lolly. Oops, see, I was a little slow. 1 lolly, 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 1 lolly. Okay. Once you can do that, you can maybe add the second beat. So 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly. Say it with me, and we're gonna actually play it. 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly. Now, at any point, if you can't do it or if it's too challenging, I would actually recommend that you go a little bit slower. In the case of this video, we're actually going a little faster than I would recommend that you practice this. It's okay to go very, very slow so that you really start to internalize this rhythm. And at any point, if you are getting tripped up on the notes, then you are just going to work on the rhythm, okay? Just work on the counting with the metronome, and then you can work on adding notes later. Because really, when it comes to triplets, this is a huge hurdle, being able to feel that rhythm and reproduce it accurately every single time. And so this is not time wasted. Even if you were to spend several practice sessions just doing the rhythm, it wouldn't be wasted because you're building that skill set of being able to reproduce this rhythm accurately over and over again in any piece of music. Now, if you're finding this video helpful, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos I release on a regular basis. Comment below, let me know what's helpful, and grab the link of this video and share it with a friend or with a group of adult piano players so that they too can 10x their triplets. The coolest part about practicing this way is that you can actually do this for any triplet section in any piece of music. And you can also add other rhythms into it. So let's say, for example, that you're working on one of the later sections of this arabesque where you're alternating between triplets and eighth notes and triplets and eighth notes. You would go about drilling that passage in the exact same way, but instead of going triplets, 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 you would just alternate triplets, eighth notes, triplets, eighth notes. Now, once you can accurately interpret the rhythm of the triplets, then the next issue that people have is being able to play it fast enough or smooth enough. So this is where step 2 comes in, where you are going to practice using some specific revolutionary practice methods to get the triplets to sound faster and smoother. Now, the best revolutionary practice methods for this purpose would be practicing in rhythms and practicing with flash practice. These two revolutionary practice methods are almost like magic tricks because when you apply them to something like a triplet section that's supposed to go faster and smoother, and you utilize them correctly, it almost feels like your fingers can just magically or suddenly play the passage so much faster and so much smoother. These practice methods get the passages of music into your muscle memory and into the deeper layers of your other memory so much faster than just playing it over and over and over again. I actually have an entire tutorial where I show you exactly how to practice in rhythms and with flash practice. And I'm going to link that right here on the end screen so that you can dive right into that video and check out those revolutionary practice methods so that you'll know exactly how to play your triplet passages faster and smoother. I'm also going to link a free sight reading workshop where you can learn the 3 simple steps to sight read with more accuracy and flow every single time. You can grab that next video and the sight reading workshop right here on the end screen. Happy practicing.